The following program is rated PG-13. I don't know if your kid should watch or not. It depends on your kid, but be watching them.
I was watching Gone with the Wind. Yeah.
Wow.
I was 14. It was in class.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah,
we just
no,
doing
I
this
didn't
as a
choose
hobby?
it. Nah.
God damn. Okay, go ahead.
Nah, and then it was the part where the dad told the girl, not to ride his horse. It's a war horse.
Mm-hmm.
And he bought her ponies and everything. And she was like, but I want to ride your horse. And she got on his horse and tried to jump hurdles. But the horse isn't trained it's not a show horse. So it stopped and threw the little girl off the horse and threw the hurdle. And she died. And the whole class
I didn't even know that happened.
And I busted out laughing.
That's what that get. Her daddy told her stop.
I was in class like, look at her, stupid. And then there were girls in the class crying. Like, what's wrong with you? I was like, this is not the response everybody is having?
That I probably would have had the same
I
response,
was like, oh, it's me. Something's wrong with me. Okay.
No.
I had no idea. I thought this is how everybody was going to react to this. I'm sorry.
I would have possibly been like, see, that's what you get, bitch, because they told you the rules.
He said it.
Welcome to my Seashell and welcome to Crafts and Cocktails. I'm lit, I'm lifted, I've been drinking. But I'm not gonna drink alone because on my show, I bring on phenomenal people that you wanna know, you wanna see, you wanna meet. And this next guest is no exception. He has been ripping laughs out of people's throats for the past few years. He's on social media getting people riled up with his posts. And I brought him here today because I could see in him there was a crafter inside him, a DIYer that needed to come out. So here, all the way from the dirty south of North Kakalaka, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ryan Dale.
Hey.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Ryan,
okay.
I know you probably like, what have I gotten myself into? But it's too late. You're here.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you putting starfish in drinks.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
This is what we do here on Crafts and Cocktails. We be getting some that I've never, they're more like acorns.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
We're getting squirrely. This is good.
So I made this drink specially for you. You can pick it up. And I named this drink especially for you.
Oh, what is this?
This drink is called I Got Next.
Oh, I like that.
I know you would.
You're going to have to send me the recipe to that.
Okay, Ryan know how to drink.
That's good. That's what I'm talking about, Angel.
That's what we doing today.
Yeah, no, you picked the right one.
Is that what we say?
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Let me tell you how I made what's in our stomachs.
Yeah.
I got next.
You said you was gonna drink. I brought my lumberjack shirt and everything.
You did. He was ready. I'm glad I wore my, I'm a PE teacher, cute little sweat.
Yeah, you're gonna need to move on this one.
Woo! Let me tell you how I made I Got Next. So, you start off with the shaker, you go fill it with some ice. Ooh, I can feel the ice going down my chest right now. Next, you add some High West whiskey because we doing that dark today. We drinking. Then we added some Yamikaze single malt to the drink. Then we added some green tea syrup because you know what? Ryan has a sensitive side like myself. We got a sweet side to us, a nice side.
Absolutely.
You gotta add a little bit of the syrup too.
You gotta add a little bit of sweet. I really like that.
I could tell.
Yeah.
You don't even, I could tell. Actions
Just
speak
so
louder
y'all
than
know,
words.
I'm not an actor. That's right.
He drank it.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Then we added a little bit of lemon juice because we like the freshness, the citrus. This drink calls for yuzu juice. And that sounds like something that you get in an imaginary place. We could not find it, so we just added some pineapple.
Okay.
Pineapple sound like it could have been named yuzu.
That's probably why I liked it so much.
You like pineapple?
I'm big on pineapple and lemon juice.
I knew this.
Y'all right.
I researched.
Yeah, y'all are right in my alley.
Yes. Then you add 3 drops of Tamari, which is a soy sauce. By not doing that shit. This is not some shrimp fried rice. This is a drink. Don't put that in your drink.
I was like, how many ingredients?
It's a bunch. We did a bougie drink for you.
Yeah, God.
We did bougie.
Oh man, you know what? You remember I was off to the side like, yeah, man, we drinking. Let me get some shots before I go. And they were like, that's impressive. I feel them already.
Good.
Already.
Because it makes the whole experience better.
Thank you, staff.
Then we shake it up, okay? Pour it into a glass, evenly, beautiful glass. And then we add these starfish that are actually more like pine cones that are deadly. They are very sharp. I don't know why we did this. But we're here now. Now, Ryan. Mm-hmm. It's called Crafts and Cocktails because we don't just cocktail it up.
Okay.
We actually made crafts. And for today's show, because again, I know that you are a man that is multidimensional, okay? You're not just a comedian, you're a father.
I'm a father.
Okay? You are somewhat of an activist, okay?
Yes.
Okay? So today, we are making none other than seashell animals.
Seashell animals. Okay. Okay, I'm with it. This is hilarious.
Wow, Ryan, you know, you are an impressive young man.
Well, thank you.
You know, and I said we're gonna make some impressive art because you deserve the best. You know, you work hard.
Thank you. I try my best, you know what I mean? But I definitely following the mold you guys are,
Thank you.
the example you guys are putting out.
He just made me feel old as You know, when you were in the 50s doing stand-up and you set a mold.
Yeah, nah, man. I just mean hard work. I am a lazy dude.
Are you?
Yes, I am a lazy dude. But whenever you see, you know, how hard you guys work, man, you get motivated.
Good.
I thank y'all.
And this is, you see how we motivate ourselves with I Got Next Juice.
That's exactly it. I didn't know that alcohol was so important to the to the process.
It's called Crafts and Cocktails.
Yeah, I'm adopting this.
Creativity. Okay, so Ryan, I was like, let's do some seashell art. Let's get into the nature of it all. So with seashell art, you're basically making little animals out of seashells, right? Little cute little, and Ryan has 2 kids. They can use these. They can be like, oh, daddy made this for me. And then they can bust each other upside the head with these and cut themselves because that's what kids do.
Oh, I was like, you met them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I birthed some of my own that act the same way. So this.
But you got boys. It's my daughter that will hit her brother in
That's
the head
right.
with him.
That's good. She needs to start young. Because she's going to have to fight these results. And she needs to be able to practice. So what you need if you're going to do this craft with us at home is you need some seashells, right? You can get these at your local dollar store, I'm sure, because who ain't got seashells these days? They out of everything. They out of the chips to, the chip you need for your car. They out of everything. But we got plentiful seashells here that you can get shipped to you. You need some googly eyes, wiggly eyes, woo, because your animal, this is how you get to their soul, is when you add the eyeballs. Amen. You're going to have some like paint brushes for paint because you might want to add, you know what I'm saying? You might be like, I need to feel the colors. So we also have acrylic paint. We will be using a couple of different types of adhesive, whatever actually makes us the most happiest. We have glue guns because it's not a craft unless there's a glue gun involved. Mm-hmm. And the sticks for it. We also have Mod Podge. That you can use, but we also have E6000. And if you're going to use an adhesive that is this powerful, you're going to want gloves because this is not the type of come off your hand. You remember old girl who was like, my hair, it don't move. This is way worse. Your fingers won't move, okay? Your hair, your fingers won't move. So we have all of this, but what we don't have is cocktails. Kindness! Oh, you just walking out slow. You just walking out like you know you got a job tomorrow. This is what happens. Pour up my guest.
Thank you, Kylis.
Thank you, Kylis. Don't you break these glasses because we got to use them. I don't like the
disrespect in the glass as well.
I
but
know.
I feel
you felt the disrespect.
Yeah, I did.
Huh? He acted like
everything about that was like, take the drink.
Ah.
but it tastes delicious.
apologize.
So I'll accept the disrespect.
Accept that. Exactly.
No,
So
that's
we
good.
have 4 examples that we're going to model ours after. Okay.
All right.
So we have first a beaver, manatee, platypus.
Okay. All right. I was scared.
We also have a majestic lion. We have what is known. Do you know what type of bird this is?
I'm gonna be honest with you. No.
What type of fruit does it look like? It's named after a fruit.
It's named after a fruit.
Yeah, what type of fruit?
I don't know.
Okay. Excuse me.
It's okay.
It is a kiwi bird. You know how kiwis
And it
look
does
like?
look like
You
a
see
kiwi.
that?
Yeah,
You see that?
A kiwi bird.
If you cut it open, it bleeds green. And last but not least, we have an authentic East End hood rat
Okay.
that you can model yourself of. So Ryan, you're my guest. You get to choose. What do you want?
This is gonna be tough.
I know.
Uh,
You got a manatee platypus. You got Simba after he done, laid up with Nala. You have a kiwi bird.
I think I want
Yeah,
to try
hood
the
rat.
platypus.
I love that idea.
I want to try it.
That I feel like
I feel
that's
like
good.
it's gonna be difficult, but I want to try it.
Nothing's too difficult here on Crafts and Cocktails. I'm gonna make. There we go. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make the kiwi bird.
Okay.
Okay, and so just to be safe, let's go ahead and slap on these gloves. Now, Ryan, I like to get to know my guests because me and Ryan have only interacted with each other maybe twice in our entire existence.
Yes.
Because you were on Keep Your Distance, and I was so excited to see you, and then we've got the news that Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, had passed away, so it kind of took all of my attention, so I didn't get to see your set that night.
Let me tell you something. They told me right before I went up.
Oh, that's perfect.
They
That's
were like,
perfect.
They were like, "Hey, man, one of your favorite people in the world just died. Man, have a good set."
It really was a harsh
Why,
time.
thank you.
And I had actually met Chadwick a couple of times. He was good friends with my girlfriend, so it wasn't as if I'm not gonna be one of those people like I knew Chadwick, but we had been in enough like casual situations that we've had many conversations.
Right.
And so it hit me heavy, and I was just like I couldn't focus on the show. But then Ryan came to Atlanta, the last show that we did of Not Keep Your Distance, of Slightly Problematic. Kev gave him some time, and Ryan ripped everybody's baby hair out. I was like, oh, is that what you want to do? I was like, thank God I did my set first. Because it was amazing. So I want to get to know you while we do this because you're a busy man. I'm a busy woman. So we don't get a lot of time to be able to communicate and commune. So I got a couple questions to ask you. Do you mind?
I don't mind at all.
So on here on Crafts and Cocktails, I asked you a question. We toast. You drink before you think.
Okay.
So you don't get to think of your answer before.
Okay.
And then we continue on with the craft. The crafting is happening the entire time.
Yo, I am buzzed.
This is the type of guest I like.
This
Boom,
is
ba-dum,
gonna
boom,
be
boom, boom. Okay, Ryan. Oh, that was my phone. Boop. Okay, Ryan. First question.
Uh-huh.
What does it look like for you to live your best life?
Oh man. Okay. All right. Well, since the drinks are in, let's be honest.
Let's
All right?
be honest.
So my best life.
Now, you
is-
answer as you craft, though. I know a lot of people
Okay.
have a hard time doing the
Oh
same.
no, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. So let me see what we got.
And
here.
keep the glue on the board because I can't afford to replace this because I'm paying for this show.
Okay.
And so let's just be mindful. I'm a black entrepreneurial woman and I got 4 kids also to support. Okay. All right.
Okay, so my best life for me, honestly, it would be me being able to do this comedy stuff for the rest of my life. I'm very, very old school South, so I want to be married.
You do?
Yeah, man.
Now, because you confessed to me that you ain't been in no relationship for a decade.
A decade. Because this.
Stop. I don't know what the is going here on this show, but y'all embarrassing me. Tyler's, I'm going to tell you what. Keep on. My mama going to have your job because she excited to come out here. Yeah, don't worry about it. I got
Man, it was almost like you couldn't even see him.
You couldn't even see him. No, Wait a minute. Let me do this. Let me do it like that. Don't worry. Let it fall.
Okay.
Boom. Okay, let's stop. Go ahead.
All
So,
right,
wait a minute. You told me you've been single all of the 2000s, 2020s,
Man,
20s,
listen.
no 2000s. Yeah, kind of.
It feels like since Cash Money took over. for
Okay,
real.
exactly.
I've been single for a long time.
Why? By choice?
It was by choice, and then the latter part hasn't been by choice. In the beginning,
There was
to be
God.
honest, I was nobody that somebody should want to marry. If we're being honest.
Ooh, were you a no good?
Yeah, but that's what young women like. So I was doing it because that's what they like.
Oh, you were like, you like it when I don't call you back.
Yeah.
I ain't going to.
Yeah. So it was like I started out the nice guy. And it didn't go over well. I noticed that like all of my friends who were trash had all the women.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's try this trash thing.
Oh, no. Were you really good at being trash?
And I was so good at it. I was too good at it. That was the problem.
That sucks.
I was way too good at it. And but then I had a daughter.
That'll change it up.
And boy did it. So after having the daughter.
Now, was your daughter the one who cut your hair?
Yes.
She did an amazing job.
I love my little girl.
She was like, it was like she was talking to her ancestors. She made the Nile River right down. What was more patches?
Yeah. My
it was
daughter,
a lot.
she gets down, man. She's my everything.
She should be.
She's really like my purpose, man. And I whenever I had her and I just started realizing, man, just through life experiences that women really, their father has a lot to do with how they view the world and how they choose a man and how.
What you said.
And I didn't want her to choose the man I was being in the moment.
Look at you having a real moment and like realizing that about yourself.
Yeah, it took a while. I had to get older, man. I'm really, like you, it sucks to learn the way that I had to go about learning, but you know. It was worth it in the end.
It's worth it especially with her being your oldest. It's a little bit different for the youngest. I'm the youngest. My father wasn't a part of my life, but the youngest child, what we do is we usually learn from other people's mistakes. We watch. That's the thing. We're people watchers. We're like, I'm gonna watch what my older siblings did, and you that up. I'm not gonna do that. But with her, all she got, you are the mold. So until you get your stuff together, or if you didn't, she would have been like, well, that's the mode of what I'm supposed to find. I
definitely didn't want my daughter to be like, this is what a man is supposed to be.
That's what she would have did. So I'm glad you had the revelation, because she would have been out here with the futures of the world.
Yes. So I didn't. That was a huge fear of mine, man.
As it should have been.
And
Ryan,
I got to a
what
point.
was some of the trashy you did as a no good mother?
I was the stereotype.
Like what? Explain to me.
The nigga with no car who would take you to work with your car.
And then be in your car all day.
And then be in the streets all day.
Ryan was like, car. I was the scrub TLC sang about.
Oh my God.
I don't want no scrub, but
listen,
you gonna take me.
He was the upgrade. The scrub was the upgrade.
Ryan!
This is the thing too. I was really bad with, I was like, I would push my women to be more successful just so I wouldn't have to be.
So you were smart as well.
Yeah. Oh, see, I've always been
like,
smart.
now, I was never dumb about this.
Yeah, they were like, oh, Ryan, you have so much potential. Yes. But if I can push her to hers,
but I like
won't
her
have
potential
to,
better.
I won't have to live up to mine.
Yeah.
I was the worst kind of dude for the longest. I mean, I've always been like a relationship kind of guy though at heart. So it was very hard for me to even when I got successful, it was very hard for me to be like a hoe. Because like my friends was like, oh no, you gotta let them know that sex is the only thing you're into. And some women are down with that as long as you're open up front. But I like
women down with it.
And I do. I'll be like, yo, we can have, it's just sex, but I like holding hands. I like
well,
doing
you can say that too. You like sex.
But when you do that, they're like,
hands.
I think he likes me. I think he
wants
more
you say,
than,
but I don't like you.
But I don't like you like that.
Say that. Say it all of it. Say all of it, and then they can make the choice as grown women. It gives them the put all the whole deal out on the table.
Yeah.
I'm going to smash. I'm going to hold your hand.
Yeah, I want to do all that.
And then leave.
And leave though.
And then leave.
That's the important part.
And then leave.
But I wasn't. So it got to a point where now I do want to be in a relationship, but it is a lot more difficult now, considering that you don't know people's intentions anymore.
Oh, you know their intention.
Yeah, it's
Their
like
intention is to have a good time with you, regardless. But they don't know how long that time is.
Yeah.
Whether that time is forever, whether that time is a one night stand or a month of dating.
Yeah.
They want to have a good time.
There's a balance that you have to figure out, and it's like, because you don't want anybody to use you for who you are, but at the same time, you would never meet these people if you weren't.
If you weren't who you were.
Yeah.
Come on, tell the truth.
So you try not to, hold it against people or anything, but yeah, I wanted the house, white picket fence. I want to buy a compound. My children can have a house on this compound and raise their children and everything, and not have to worry about it. They could be their best selves without worrying about the pressures that society puts on us to be like homeowners and everything. Everything is laid out for them, so they can just go live their life, live their best life.
I love it.
And I got them. I did my part.
Okay, so Ryan, I love that you're doing gold as well. I was thinking gold as well. You did more of a bronze.
I was looking for brown, so this is.
Oh, okay, yeah. The
So
brown
this
is more of the doo-doo brown.
There
Doo-doo
it goes. There it goes.
But Kylis, can you come get this iPad? Because I cannot afford to replace it if it gets adhesive on it. He's just walking slower and slower today. Right? You gonna look real different here, Kylis. I'm gonna be calling for victory because my niece needs a job. That's what I'm gonna be calling for. So how you feeling good about your platypus?
Nope.
Okay, great. I believe in you. Ryan, I got another question.
Yeah.
Look, come on, artesian. Boom. Okay, pick up your glass because we got to drink before you think.
All right.
What is one thing you wish? Okay, no, we toast though first. Okay, what's one thing
It tastes that good. I'm sorry.
you wish you were better at?
Empathy.
Oh, you're not good at that?
What? No. I am a true Aquarius. I don't.
Oh, your birthday just is happening.
It's next week,
When's your birthday?
January 28th.
Oh, my husband's birthday is January 27th.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, he does not
when I
have
talk
a lot
to
of
him,
empathy.
when
No.
I talk to him, he reminds me a lot of me.
Yes, he has none of it.
He doesn't wear emotion on his face at all.
Oh, no. People are like, I don't think my husband likes you. I'm like, you're correct. That's what you thought. What you thought was correct. Wow.
See, I've learned to do this because of entertainment purposes, but
He doesn't have a reason to
I'm
do
him. He doesn't have a reason.
Yeah.
I look at him and go, oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
That he doesn't have to put on.
Oh, no. He's not. People are like, I'm so uncomfortable. Yeah, he doesn't care to make you comfortable.
No.
Because he wants you to move out of the space that he's in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I found out at a young age. I was watching Gone with the Wind. Yeah.
Wow.
I was 14. It was in class.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah,
were we just
no,
doing
I
this
didn't
as a
choose it.
hobby?
Nah.
God damn. Okay, go ahead.
Nah, and then it was the part where the dad told the girl, not to ride his horse. It's a war horse. And he bought her ponies and everything. And she was like, but I want to ride your horse. And she got on his horse and tried to jump hurdles. But the horse isn't trained it's not a show horse. So it stopped and threw the little girl off the horse and threw the hurdle. And she died. And the whole class had,
I didn't even know that happened.
and I busted out laughing.
That's what that get. Her daddy
Messed up.
told her stop.
I was in class like, look at her, stupid. And then there were girls in the class crying. Like, what's wrong with you? I was like, this is not the response everybody is having?
That I probably would have had the same
I was like,
response,
oh, it's me. Something's wrong with me. Okay.
Nah.
I had no idea. I thought this is how everybody was going to react to this. I'm sorry.
I would have possibly been like, see, that's what you get, because they told you the rules.
He said it clear as day. Hey,
He said,
listen,
I got you this little My Little Pony.
I got you the pony.
You don't want to listen.
Yo.
But I'm also the girl on the horse as well. That's like, you ain't gonna tell me I'm gonna get on this horse. I'm dead. Oh my God. Oh my God. I did not know that was gonna happen. I could have sworn you were just being sexist, but you were trying to keep me from killing myself. Oh
yeah, no, man. I could not breathe. Like, now when I laugh, when something truly gets me, I'm the worst. I'm the knock drinks off the table, slap the table.
Oh, you're obnoxious.
Yes. I'm in your face. I'm that nigga.
Oh, no.
All the time.
No,
Like,
Ryan.
Yes.
Okay, so Ryan, what moment in life can you think of that you felt like your most authentic self? Drink before you think.
On stage now.
Will you feel real authentic?
On stage now, I'm more authentic than ever before. I stopped giving a what everybody thought. There's this idea that if you're a comedian and you're there performing for the audience, that it's 100% about them. And it is not. You want them to have a good time. But in order for them to have a good time, sometimes you have to have a good time as well.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes, so in order for me to have a good time and in order for me to be invested in making you laugh, I have to be having a good time. I have to be authentic in who I am in order for me to enjoy it. Being fake, it tears me up. I'll go home depressed.
Yeah. And being fake requires way more energy than being who you are.
Way more energy.
I fully agree with that. I always tell people, I get paid to play characters on television.
Yes.
That's the only time you're going to see me play a character.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. It takes too much. People are like, oh, you playing. No, I get paid to be other people.
Right.
When that's not the case, even on stage. Stage don't pay me enough to play other people.
No.
You're just going to get me. But I have shot, I want to say, about 23 episodes of this show so far. And the two things that have been very common amongst people is that if it's a woman, her most authentic moment is when she's had a child, because that is a very vulnerable moment that you cannot put on a show. It's over.
Man, let me tell you something.
It's over. Were you there when
Both of them.
Oh my gosh, what was that like for you as a dad?
I was just about to tell you.
I want to know.
Listen to me. You women are gods. You hear me?
You're correct.
Listen.
What is it? Drunk mind speaks a sober heart. Go ahead.
Listen. Any man who has not been there for the miracle of childbirth, and I'm telling you, it is a miracle. Nowhere ever in your mind have you ever thought somebody could lose that much fluid or that much blood in their body and remain alive. And they do it, and then they just go about their life. They literally put their life on the line. There's no therapy for it. It's just bring a life, and there's no therapy. And me as a man, I'm watching it, and I'm like, this woman is way tougher than I could ever be. And I'm telling you, man, even on days that she gets on my last nerve, I remember that I did that to her. And so there's some leeway. You
were a full participant in what happened.
There's some leeway that I got to give for whatever it is that's going on in her mind. Because, like, I saw this woman nearly die twice just to give me children.
Come on. That's what it is.
To give me the greatest thing I ever had, and that's my children.
Yeah.
So I never take that for granted, man. We definitely overlook how amazing childbirth is. I tell you this, if there was ever a time, I put it in my prayer. When I pray, I go, God, thank you for not making me a woman. Because
you're like, because the population would be gone.
I'm not strong. I'm telling you, it would not. There's no way I could know that that's what happens during childbirth.
Exactly.
To have a child. The fact that you keep doing it. Hey,
it is crazy.
You are a soldier. Crazy.
My husband definitely says, "Oh, we would have no children if I were the vessel that they had to come through."
See,
we would have a bunch of pit bulls.
There's a level of appreciation, and I believe when I see dudes doing the whole deadbeat thing, I was like, "Oh, they weren't there for the pregnant. They weren't there for the birth. For the birth." There's no way you can see a woman do that and then go, that's nothing.
That's nothing. I won't participate. I won't participate in their life. I do think that that's something. Dudes who are like, "Oh, I can't watch it." I'm like, no, you
need to watch this.
You were there when it was made. You need to be there when the life comes through the portal that the Lord decided to make for human beings to come through. It is literally a portal. You jump from a place where you did not exist to most people to a place that then you have an existence, a name,
and it teaches you how tough the baby is.
The baby goes through freaking war. It is an MMA fighter with the cervix.
We always go, oh man, I'm scared I'm going to crush the baby or whatever.
baby
Men in
like-
our minds, we think we the strongest
Right.
fucking thing on the planet.
A whole
I was like,
cervix.
oh no, if I grab it, I might crush the baby. If you think about really what that baby just went through,
Right.
that baby tough. That
baby
is
went
tough.
through a thing that is like a forklift that can shape itself.
Yes.
Going from here back to here.
yeah.
Listen,
Nah, that
because
little baby tough. You ain't
that
gonna
baby-
crush it. Hold your baby, dog.
So Ryan, just in case you didn't know, we have about 3 minutes left.
Okay.
And I noticed I'm seeing a bunch of feet and a
Because your glue game, your glue game is a lot
You
better
got your
than mine.
own. You haven't glued anything. He's got a chocolate eclair that he's making. He is on a baking show where he's like, unusual pants.
There is
They're
this
donuts.
level. There's this idea that I'm better at it than what I actually am.
No, I didn't think you were gonna be great, but I did think you would be faster than this. That looks like a turd.
I didn't know how long it was gonna last. I
This
didn't know.
is the platypus's after lunch, afternoon delight. Bloop, bloop. As that dries, I'm gonna ask you one question.
Mm-hmm.
What is your top 5 comedians you hate the most?
Oh, thank you for this question. Everybody wants to know, who do you like? Nah, that. Who I don't like. Oh my God. Oh. Thank you, Angel.
Crafts and cocktails. We get to the questions that people
And
want.
let me tell you this: if I'm not tipsy, this doesn't even happen. But let me tell you about these whack ass niggas. All right, so
He's like, number 1. This ain't that chick Angel. What is she doing out here?
oh nah, that motherfucker funny. Listen. If y'all missed the tour, because she probably not gonna do stand up no more. She
Ever
tired.
again.
She
I make
tired.
too much money not
when I
doing
saw her to do it, I was like, that was good. She was like, it's over. Right.
You saw my last show.
What,
You saw my
you
farewell
saw the
show.
last show.
You saw the last time I was doing stand up ever
You
again.
missed it. You missed it, and you deserve to know. You deserve to not know how good it was.
Aw, you
because
sweet.
you had the opportunity, you knew about it, and you didn't.
And
go.
then you didn't.
Yeah. So
You
I don't
whack.
feel bad for you at all. But let me tell you something. This lady is hilarious.
Thank you, Ryan.
No, listen. You carried this show. I feel bad that I wasn't as funny as I should have been.
Ryan really did.
Yeah, you are hilarious.
I like to laugh, but I also love to just scream when somebody's funny. And there were a couple of jokes where I was just in the back going, ah! Ah! That's what I love. And that's when I know you're funny.
Brendan Schaub used to be an MMA fighter, and now he's on Joe
Name
Rogan.
him off.
Yeah, this nigga is awful. He was awful in MMA, and he is awful at stand-up comedy. This nigga is terrible. They gave him a special on Showtime. This nigga was bombing in front of his own audience. Niggas paid to see you. They should just be excited that you're in the fucking room. And people they were like, oh my God, I paid to see this nigga. And you know what? You deserve it. You deserve any person who was punched in the head professionally, and then you go, I wonder what he's thinking. You deserve to waste all your money. He's awful. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Okay, Ryan, we got to end the episode. Let's show the stuff. Oh, this was. Oh, yeah. Do you want to sell your other?
Sure. Sure. All right. On my way up during comedy, I got an opportunity to open for several people. Let me tell you something. Nene Leakes, not a comedian. All right? Stop it. Cut out. You should never be doing comedy ever. You should. Absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. I've never seen somebody so unfunny in my fucking life. You literally came out and was like, yo, let's just talk about housewives. That's not what comedy is. I learned nothing about her life. I learned nothing about what she feels, her point of view, or anything.
Okay,
she just
who's
came
next?
there. Who's next? Let me think. Because there's so
just
many
one more,
bad.
just one more.
Just one more?
Just one more.
I wish I had my phone on me. But
He's
there
like, I
was
keep notes.
there was a woman who was like lauded for her special because she was talking about certain things. Hannah Gadsby. Hannah Gadsby, an amazing TED Talk. But we're talking about comedy. This was the most unfunny I'd ever seen in my life. No one cares about how smart you are. I can't stand when you nerds. Let me take the gloves off. I'm tired of wearing gloves. I cannot stand when you nerds get this platform and you're like, I'm gonna just show how smart I am. It's called comedy. You're supposed to be funny. You and Brendan Schaub. Listen, if I ever got in the news, there was like something happened to them, I'd be like, Angel, the best thing happened. The best thing for comedy happened. The dude with brain damage and the woman who thinks she's too smart for the fucking audience got together and was in a plane crash. It was beautiful. I cannot stand for people. I love comedy. This drink is delicious, by the way. But I love comedy.
Oh, okay. So you guys
do not disrespect the craft. I don't like that.
So,
I don't appreciate that at all. My platypus ugly as but I need y'all to know that I had a good time. Well, I needed the glue gun. I didn't realize how important this was.
So this is my kiwi bird. I decided to do orange and purple. They're complementary colors. It's got a little head. This does not look like anything that could take flight.
Girl, there ain't nothing wrong with a little head.
Its legs are, I put the legs on backwards. The feet are supposed to be out this way, and I just noticed they're towards the body. You know what, God? Oh, shoot. That's the way it's supposed to be. I put his head on backwards, too. It's okay. It's this kiwi bird. You know what? Some birds can't fly. That don't mean that you're not important to the ecosystem. You stay on the ground and you eat them worms. Okay, and you let the ones up high know there's a hawk coming to eat you. That's what your purpose is. Thank you, little Mr. Kiwi Bird. I call this kiwi bird Kevin. Sometimes you can't fly.
There's a platypus in there. All right, just so you guys know, there's something in there that has a heart. All right, use your hearts to see what this is supposed to be. That was supposed to be a bird beaver. In there, okay? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I didn't mean.
Go ahead.
All right, so, like, whenever you go, oh my God, that looks awful, think about how I feel, okay? Think about how I feel. Do not. Did you really just put the leg in the front? You knew what a leg was supposed to be. Angel, I feel like you're disrespecting.
I'm not, because you have been such a great guest.
Yeah.
You guys, if you're not already following Ryan Davis comedy, you are missing out so much in your life.
Yes.
He is hilarious. He ruffles feathers as well as makes you think harder than what you planned on thinking on a Monday.
Right.
That's what he's going to do.
I apologize.
That's all right, but he's also on tour, so make sure you check him out live if you haven't, because I'm going to tell you what, social media and commentary is hilarious, but him on stage is his zone of genius. So you need to make sure you're not missing out. As you already know, Crafts and Cocktails is on not only That Chick Angel TV, as well as the Kev on Stage streaming services app. So if you haven't subscribed already, you whack like my goddamn kiwi bird with your legs backwards. Okay? So until next time, Ryan is drinking my drink. I don't have COVID. We'll see you later.